I make a monotype team, in terms of, and this is not the monotype. We're still playing at OU. Hopefully OU is fixed. Hey, look, suspect test. I think that means that they're just trying to test it out, and that's just really funny because I use Vanilla X, and now he's not PU anymore. He's better in PU, which is kind of hilarious because I just swept with him the last match. Check it out in Shitty Evolutions vid. Anyway, so how I make a monotype team basically is I go into this filter. It's very handy. Go into the types, and then I'll select a type that's like interesting for me to do. Usually I do types that I know are gonna have few Pokemon. So Rock might be my next one. I know Rock does not have many Pokemon types. Water will probably be the last one I do because it's the hardest by far. There's a lot of water type Pokemon. I think it's the most prevalent besides normal. I could be wrong on the numbers on that, but there's definitely a lot of water type Pokemon. I already did Dragon, Bug, and um, Fairy, and Fairy has like nothing. So I'm gonna try Rock for example. So all right, let's talk about Rock type for a little bit. So Rock type has really good base defense, as you can see from like all of these guys here. Their defense is like insane. Um, like I don't think they have like anybody besides like lower tier Pokemon that are under like this is a lower type Pokemon. Like this is, and it's still like 85 defense. That's still pretty solid. That's not like bad. Usually defense is pretty low on average for Pokemon, but you'll see anything like over 90 to 100 is the typical thing. So you're probably going to get a lot of rock type Pokemon with high defense, very low speed. You'll see is another common thing, except for Aerodactyl basically. Special attack is going to be Garbo, so it's going to be very interesting for me to find a special attack sweeper. So I'm going to have to probably look based off special attack first. Diancie Mega, I did not know had that much special attack. Also, I'm surprised that this thing is not busted from OU, considering its attack and its hold on. I'm looking at this real quick. What's this? What is its move, Diamond Storm? It is physical. Okay. That is insane, by the way. I'm not actually putting this thing on my team. I think it's too busted. I think it'll get kicked from OU. Maybe. I'm not sure. Um, anyway. I think I had like every base stat in Rock. It's pretty stupid. Look at all of its base stats. It's 110 speed tier, too. 700 bonus tier. Or, base total stat total, whatever. Tyranitar's got a lot, but its speed is fair. It's fair to work around. Yeah, like he has 164 attack, but like speed, very safe to work around. I like it. I think it's more fair than this piece of crap. So 50 HP is pretty low. Anyway, so what is Rock besides like its stats? I kind of went over those abilities. It's very good. You're gonna have Stealth Rock basically for free. Rock Key does not resist Rock, which is I think the dumbest interaction in Pokemon history. Rock definitely should be able to resist Rock. I don't know why it doesn't. It would help Rock type out a lot if it did, but since it doesn't, Rock type's even weaker than it already is. Rock type's also one of the weakest types because it's weak to the two most prevalent physical type moves, probably in the OU meta, which is fighting and ground. Very easy moves to access. Earthquakes you're going to be eating all day, so I have to take note of that. I'm going to be eating earthquakes all day. It's weak to water, which is very common to get like a hydro pump or surf or scald. Grass even hits it hard. It has terrible resistances. Like fire type moves are very specific. Normally Pokemon that are not fire type will not have fire type moves for the most part. You'll see it, but not as common as like a water type move being tagged on something or an ice or fighting, like I said, ground. Those moves are very easy to access on non-Pokemon that have those types. So another reason why Rock is terrible. It blocks normal type moves. Again, unless you're versing a normal type Pokemon, you're not going to see them very often. It's handy, don't get me wrong, but it's not the greatest. So does Steel. And Steel is just a... You're probably running into that thing a lot. Steel is just a better type than Rock in every facet. I actually truly believe. So Rock has not much going for it. I think it's one of the worst types in the game. You do not want to be Rock type. generally for the most part. So rock is weak to fighting, ground, water, grass, steel, and steel moves are a little more common than they used to be. So that's again bad, because you never used to steal steel moves at all. But now with fairy, you'll see them pop up pretty commonly actually. Not as much as other moves, but steel definitely pops up more than it used to. It resists normal, fire. I think it doesn't resist poison. I think that's ground. Wish I could just look this up. It's hard to remember all of like it resists bug. I'm pretty sure. Flying it resists, and that's about it. I think it's flying, bug, fire, and normal. And I'm not sold on poison. I'm pretty sure it doesn't resist poison. I think that's ground. Anyway, so the resists are pretty bad already right there. As you can see, most of those moves are not the highest priority moves. They're kind of on a tier below. So rock, again, does not resist many good things. You're like, oh, if you're a wall, you probably want to be rock. No, you really don't. Having your wall be rock, you'll rarely see. I don't think you'll ever see an OU rock be a wall. There are exceptions if your stat total is like ridiculous, but like even Tyranitar is not a wall. I should kind of just look in OU. So we'll look at OU real quick. We'll go by tier. Let's look how many rock type are in OU. This thing just got busted stats and it's got magic balance, very strong. So as you can see, there's like no rock type Pokemon in OU besides Tyranitar. That's it. And yeah, there's a reason why. I can even pick all the guys in rock that are going to shit on you. It's only Megas that made it, by the way. Just pointing that out. So that's goes to show that rock type is pretty bad. I mean, that's not the only reason, but definitely, like, for example, Zygarde will dumpster any rock. Volcarona will just... I guess Volcarona is, like, the one thing you can beat, but, like, this thing will dump you. All of the Tapus will make your day a living hell. Like, Tangrowth's just a better rock, and Tangrowth and Skarmory are just better walls in general. Caesar will tear you a new a-hole. Sableye is a better wall. Like, I'm pointing at all the walls, if I can. And there's a reason why they're all better. Ferrothorn, Grass Steel, much more desired type than Rock. So, yeah. I'm just pointing it out. That Rock type is not that prevalent at all. Man, I'm just shitting on Rock. But this is what I think of when I make a team. I'm like, okay, what is its weaknesses? What's its strengths? If it has any strengths. So I'm going to be very... I'm going to have a lot of defense, but